Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a cook and clean with me. You guys have been loving these so much and requesting them like crazy, so I'm really excited to go ahead and share another one today. And today I am actually teaming up with HelloFresh. We have been using them for the last month or two, like maybe once or twice a month, just depending on like when we have really busy weeks and we know it's gonna be hard to cook at home. This has like really saved us, so I'm really excited to go ahead and share them with you guys again. So today we are actually going to be doing this cook with me a little bit different. Since we've started doing HelloFresh here and there, Kyle's actually been cooking it like more often than I do. So it's been really nice to go ahead and kind of take that little bit off my plate sometimes and have him actually kind of learn more how to cook. So he's been loving doing that, and of course the boys love getting in the kitchen with him. So we figured that Kyle will go ahead and cook in the kitchen for us, and Luke's really excited to go ahead and help him out as well. And then afterwards, I am going to be cleaning up the kitchen, and I also need to really clean out my fridge and kind of organize it. So that will all be in this clean with me video. So I hope that you guys will enjoy watching and get all the cleaning motivation that you are needing, and also get a good recipe, because we have never ever been disappointed with any of our HelloFresh meals that we've gotten so far. So let's go ahead and get on into it. All right, so today they are going to be cooking meatloaf a la mom, and I apologize for my voice. I am actually kind of getting over a little bit of a sickness, but it is really nice because they give you these cards that kind of shows you how it's supposed to look when it's all finished. Gives you all the ingredients, and then on the other side it just tells you how to make it. And we've actually saved all of the cards of all of the ones that we've gotten so far, and that way we can just kind of remake them at home even if we don't have HelloFresh that week. So it comes with any meat that you need for the recipe, and then in here it has all the produce and anything that you need to make it. So I did want to let you guys know that HelloFresh offered me a coupon code to share with you guys. So if you just use the code CrazyLife80, you will go ahead and get 8 free meals. The discount they're offering is really awesome and definitely the best one that I've ever seen. So if you have been on the fence about trying HelloFresh, this is the time to do it, because you guys are getting an amazing deal with this code. So the first thing that Kyle and Luke had to do was to go ahead and wash off the veggies. So they needed to wash off the baby carrots and also the potatoes. And I have to say, this was about the sweetest thing, watching Kyle and Luke work together and just cook meals for us. I mean, it just does not get any cuter than this. Next, you will need to half and peel your shallot, and then go ahead and grate one half with a grater into a medium bowl, and then mince the other half and set that aside. And I will have this recipe linked down in the description box below so that you guys can get exact measurements and all the instructions on how to make this that you can go ahead and screenshot and print out as well. And then you will need to mince your garlic and start stripping your thyme leaves. This was really funny to watch because as hard as Kyle tried, Luke was just so good at this. So he ended up having Luke go ahead and just finish stripping the thyme leaves. And then while he was doing that, Kyle just halved the carrots lengthwise. Next, you need to peel your potatoes and cut those into thin sticks, kind of like French fries. Then once all of your veggies are cut, go ahead and toss your carrots and your potatoes in a drizzle of olive oil, and then spread them onto a baking sheet. You can season both with salt and pepper, and then put them into a 450-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. So as many of you know, Luke just turned 8 years old a few weeks ago, and he always loves learning new things and doing the more grown-up things. So he's been loving kind of helping out with things in the oven. And I really think that having your kids learn to cook at a young age is really important. Whether they are a boy or girl, it is definitely a skill that will help them throughout their life and teach them a lot as they grow up. Let me know if your kids help you out in the kitchen or if that's something that you are wanting to do more with them. Sometimes life gets really busy and I feel like the kids aren't helping me out a bunch in the kitchen, so we always try and make it a point to include them in whatever we are doing. So while your veggies are cooking, you're going to go ahead and add your ground beef into a medium bowl, along with your panko breadcrumbs, your minced garlic, half of the thyme, and the grated shallot, and then also season that with salt and pepper. And then you want to gently combine that using your hands, and then shape the mixture into 1-inch tall loaves. Once your meatloaves are formed, you can go ahead and add a little bit of ketchup onto the top of them, and then you will pull out the veggies that have roasted for about 7 minutes at this time, and you just add the meatloaf patty right onto that same baking sheet and return it to the oven for 15 to 18 minutes. Then while everything is roasting in the oven, you will take a medium pan over medium heat and add in your butter along with the minced shallot and remaining thyme, and then just cook and stir that for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's nice and softened. Then you're going to sprinkle in your flour. Make sure you are stirring this really vigorously so you can combine it to make a nice roux, and then you will whisk in the stock concentrates along with some water. Bring that to a simmer and then let it bubble until it's thick and saucy for about 3 to 4 minutes. And you can also season this with salt and pepper if you like. So that is all there is to this. It was a really simple dish to make and it tasted so good. Everybody loved it and I loved all the fresh ingredients that we used. These baby carrots were about the cutest thing I've seen. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever tried out HelloFresh, and if you have, which of their meals was your favorite so far. And again, do not forget to check out that link down in the description box where you can get some free meals with your order. And as I said before, this recipe will be linked down below in the description box as well. So definitely check that out if this looks like something that you would like to try out with your family. You guys did good cooking.
Thank you.
Yeah, Luke, you did really good cooking too. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Yeah,
I love it.
Really good, huh? I'm excited to try mine. I tasted a little bit. It tastes really good. As you can see, after everything was done, I had quite the mess to deal with in here. I had told Kyle and Luke not to really worry about cleaning as they went because I was just going to be filming a clean with me anyway, but honestly, I don't think it would make that much of a difference. I know every time Kyle cooks, there is just a mess left behind. He's not really that great yet at cleaning as he goes. Let me know in the comments who at your house cooks, and whoever cooks, do you guys clean as you go or do you just save it all for once you are done? Whenever I cook, I usually like to clean as I go, unless if I'm filming, because then I'm a little preoccupied, but cleaning as you go for me just makes it so much easier.
I know I can't make you mine, yes I ran out of town, there's no hope for me. I fell down the bottom, so I fell down way deep.
Once I got all of our leftovers put away, I went ahead and tackled our dishes. This normally would not have been so bad, but we were already pretty backed up. As you could see, this was definitely not just from our meal. A lot of these dishes had just been sitting in there all day, so I had a lot of dishes to deal with on this day. I'm always getting requests from you guys to see a clean with me from Kyle or from me and Kyle cleaning up together. So if you guys want to see that, leave me a comment below, and if I get enough requests for it, I will force him to do it because he is a little bit camera shy, but I know that he's getting a little bit more comfortable, and if there is enough want for it, I'm sure that I can convince him. So definitely leave me a comment below if that's something that you would be really interested in seeing.
Fresh like a morning, but what's so bad about that? So why won't you follow? Why won't you follow me home? I know I can't make you mine. Yes, I ran out of time. There's no hope for me. I fell down the bottom, so I fell down way deep. But if I can't have the real you, then let me make a 3D print of you, of you, of you, of you, of you, of you, of you. I shoot in the dark, so I miss my target. It's a time to move on, but I cannot. I shoot in the dark, so I miss my target. It's a time to move on, you know. So why won't you follow? Why won't you follow me home? I know I can't make you mine. Yes, I ran out of time. There's no hope for me. I fell down the bottom, so I fell down way deep. But if I can't have the real you, then let me make a 3D print of you, a 3D of you, of you, of you, of you, yeah, you, 3D of you, of you, of you. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to.
So once I finally got through all of those dishes, I decided to go ahead and clean out my soap station. I've talked about this before, and I feel like I've been cleaning it out a lot on camera lately, but I usually clean my little soap dishes out twice a week or so, and that really seems to be plenty for me to keep them nice and fresh.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Once my sink was all cleaned out, I like to add a few drops of essential oils into there, and then I of course needed to fill up my Bubble Up sponge dish and my Bubble Up dish brush set. So I did get both of these from Grove Collaborative, and that's where I get most all of my cleaning products. I do have a link down below where you can go ahead and get a free Bubble Up dish brush like this, as well as a glass hand soap dispenser and some hand soap, as well as a few other cleaning goodies. So definitely check out that link down below if you are interested in ordering from them and get yourself some free goodies. I also wanted to point out that one thing that I have been doing for so many years, and it's really made a big difference in my kitchen, is I actually don't use a big dish drain or even like a dish towel that sits on your counter all the time. I felt like it made my counters feel really cluttered and small, and especially if you are dealing with a small space, it is so nice to go ahead and keep a dish towel on your dishwasher if you have one, or even just tied to a handle or something, and then whenever you are ready to wash your dishes, you can go ahead and just pull it up onto the counter, use it when you need it, and then put it back away. It's really nice because it actually makes that towel useful instead of just for decor, and it also keeps it off your counter when you are not using it. I know a lot of you guys who've been with me for a really long time remember me talking about this before, so if you have not tried this out or you haven't realized that's what I do, then definitely give it a shot because I really feel like it makes such a big difference.
Nothing can break me.
So to clean off my counters, I am just using the Grove Collaborative microfiber cloth. These cloths are so amazing. They clean really well, and they also don't stick to your fingers, which a lot of microfiber cloths do to me, and it really annoys me. So these ones have definitely been my favorite that I've ever found. And I am also just using the Mrs. Meyer's basil scent. This is something that I got in a recent Grove haul, and I have been loving this scent. It is just so fresh and so clean, but like the other Mrs. Meyer's items, it doesn't have that cleaner smell, so I really enjoy using it. Now this wasn't a deep clean, but because Kyla and Luke had just cooked in here, I wanted to go ahead and wipe down our stove.
Oh, I can't get enough, get enough. Don't ever let me be away from you.
And then on my fridge, I am just using my e-cloths. I talk about these all the time, so I am just using the e-cloth glass and polishing cloth along with the all-purpose cloth. And all you do is just use water, and it cleans your stainless steel so well and leaves no streaks. It's amazing. The very last thing that I wanted to do before moving onto my fridge and cleaning that out and organizing it was the floors, and because I was just doing a little area and we would probably end up vacuuming our entire living area later that night, I figured I would just go ahead and do a quick sweep. And if you guys have seen some of my recent cleaning videos, you know that our central vacuum system was actually shut off for a while because Kyle's been working down in our basement to finish that, but I had him go ahead and fix that because I was definitely missing it, and it has been so nice having it back and working again.
But you don't see that I just want you. You get the things, but I don't care. Babe, there is a place where we can go, where it's always shining.
So finally, once the kitchen was totally clean, I went ahead and just started pulling everything out from my fridge. I wanted to give this a pretty good clean, and I also wanted to go through all of our items and just see what items we really didn't need, if any items had gone bad, and then that would give me a clean slate to start reorganizing our fridge. I've organized it in the past, but something that I've realized is once you organize something, it doesn't mean it's organized for good. Things change, your life changes, your needs change, and things need to be reorganized often. Sometimes it's only once a year or once every couple years, and then other times it's every few months, just depending on what the situation is. But how we had our fridge organized at this time was just really not working to our best advantage, so I was really excited to go ahead and pull everything out and get it reorganized to make it work the best for us.
You, I know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize.
Before I could get organizing, I had to go ahead and wipe everything down. It really wasn't too bad because I do like to wipe it down every month or so, and I will just clean up spills as they happen if I see them, but there were some areas that really needed some attention. And to clean everything off, I am just using my e-cloth. In the fridge, I do like to just use water if I can, and the e-cloth is really nice just because you're able to use only water and it still disinfects. And that way you're just not putting a lot of extra product. Even if it is a natural product, you're still not putting any cleaning products in your fridge, which to me is just really nice.
Yeah. We do this every day, we do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you here with me. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
I've been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing.
Like I said, I do try and clean out our fridge every month or so I didn't really need to scrub our bins this time. I just kind of needed to rinse them out and get any leftover food in there and just kind of freshen them up a bit.
But when it's you and me, nobody can bring us down. But I don't wanna look up if you don't.
And this is what we were left with. I was pretty happy there wasn't very much food waste, but there was definitely some condiments that we did not use and did not need in our house anymore. Let me know if you have an excess amount of condiments at your house. I don't know what it is exactly, but I feel like you just grab different condiments for different meals you make, and then you just never need that one again, and you just leave it in there because you bought it, and it ends up just taking up space from you. So this time I'm going to be really more cautious about which condiments I get, and if they are a single-use item or if they are going to be something that I will use regularly, because I hate throwing out condiments that we've had in our fridge for years that we just never ever use. Alright, so the way that I kind of like to organize everything is actually to put things into our fridge and see where things are going to fit. So because we have this smaller section on the bottom, I always like to put fresh fruit in here and kind of organize this a little bit more so that I can have the kids just grab fresh fruit in there. And then I also want to have kids snacks down in here, just like healthy snacks that they're able to grab into. And then this is where I have been putting like our extra veggies. And then in the door, I like to put like lemons and things like that that I use all the time, but I don't really need in the main area. And then up here, we usually have like our condiments and things like that. I really want to narrow down our condiments because I feel like we have so many and we just don't need that many. We just don't use that many. So right here, I just have this little basket. It's really pretty. It's like a rose gold basket, and this is just where we keep all of our eggs. And then I have a few of these plastic dividers like you saw down there. And these were just from Ross. They were like $3 or $4 each, but they are really heavy duty and sturdy. I've had a few of them, and then I ended up getting like 2 more the other day. And then right here, I just have, I'm planning to kind of start to get back into getting our veggies ready instead of just having them in the bags like I've been having the last couple months, and it's been like a struggle. So I really need to get back into having them ready to go so that it's so much easier for us to go ahead and go and snack on them. And then this little guy, I'm not sure if I have a really good use for him, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use him or not, but this is kind of how I'm planning it. Oh, and this one is going to be for leftovers. I always have a bin for leftovers. That's why it's so easy to see what we have, and so nothing goes bad in the fridge. And then this one is going to be for like larger condiments that don't fit in the fridge or in the door. So once I had some of my organizing bins in the fridge, I went ahead and started putting everything back wherever I felt like it would be most beneficial to have. Let me know if you have any great tips on organizing your fridge. I am always looking for more organization tips because I feel like we really can always learn from each other. So if you guys have anything really good to share, please leave me a comment down below. I know that myself and everyone else would love to hear any good tips that you have to share. And while we are on the topic of organizing, I wanted to talk about decluttering really quick. I mentioned several weeks ago that I was going to be starting doing some decluttering throughout our house, and that is still the plan. I'm planning to start that out in February. I really just want to go through our entire house and declutter everything. I want to be a lot more minimal with the items that we choose to keep and make sure that they are worth costing us time that we need to spend cleaning them. So with that being said, please let me know in the comments, what is the first area that you would like to see me declutter? I really need to do my kitchen, I need to do my linen closet, I need to do my bedroom and my office. I also need to go through all of my kids' clothes and everything. So really nothing is off limits. Just let me know in the comments what area of the house you would like to see me declutter first, and I will try and take the most popular requests and tackle those areas first. And like I said, those videos should be coming out in February, so definitely stay tuned for that and come along this decluttering journey with me because it will give us our lives back. I am so pumped for this.
I'm holding my breath as I walk to your front door. Who would have thought it could feel like this? Heart in my hands, I'm shaking like crazy. Answer the door, I got so much to say.
One thing that I'm really going to start putting a focus on again is prepping out our veggies. This is something I used to do all the time without fail, and over the last several months, life has just gotten the best of me, and I've really kind of put this off to the wayside, and we have really noticed it. So this is something that needs to be a priority in my house, because if we have veggies that are cut up like this and ready to go, then it's easy to snack on them. And you can also use veggies like this as meal starters, and it cuts your time in half when you don't have to wash everything up and chop everything up, and it really just encourages you to eat a little bit more healthy. Let me know if this is something that you do at your house or something that you would like to start. If you haven't ever done this, I really recommend trying it out. Like I said, it really just makes such a difference.
Honey, give me a chance. You will see that I'm trying. Want you to know that I see you the same. Try not to think us do like we used to. I am changed, wanna show you too. When you're all that I want, can't you see that I'm sorry, love? Let me in, 'cause I know that you're hurting. Please, this is it. Can't you see that I'm on more try? Say you believe in me. Looks like we're waiting here for a long time.
I really love using these clear bins that I'm using in here, and the reason for that is so that you can always see what's inside of them. I feel like a lot of things get lost in fridges because you can't see them. You only have so much space in the front, so anytime that you can use clear bins or areas in your fridge where you can just see right into them and immediately know what's there, it will save you so much, and I guarantee it will help you not have so much food go bad.
I'll be safe, safe and sound.
Okay, so this is how it all turned out. I'm really happy with it so far. I'm really excited to see if it kind of makes things more functional for us. Over here, I just have like some cooking condiments like chicken and vegetable broth. And then I also have like our lemon juice and lime juice. I have some hot sauces here. And then down in here are some other like cooking condiments like soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, things like that. And then over on this side, I have like breakfast condiments. So we have our syrup, some jams, and then in here is like salad and sandwiches, condiments. And then in here, we just have like some rice milk and almond milk. And then I also have some little juice in here as well. And then in here, I'm really happy. This I think will be really nice because we can pull it out if we need to, but this is where like our larger condiments will go. I have some extra almond milk back here. We have some Greek yogurt, and then these are more like cooking items. Like I have some minced garlic, and then we have like pickles and pepperoni peppers and things like that that we put on salads. Some apple cider vinegar back there. And then right up front we have eggs, and then back there you can see we have like any meats that we use for dinners, and then we just have applesauce right there. I wasn't really sure where to put that, so I just put that one there. We do have a little bit more HelloFresh to go through the rest of this week. This is something that I think is so nice to have. If you can have a space for leftovers and just keep your leftovers in there, you can pull it out, you can see everything you have, and then you know that like you're not gonna find nasty leftovers that are old from like 3 weeks ago. Down here, this is just like our grab and go area. So this is just like anything healthy. So we have fresh, ready to go veggies. We have a salad mix. I have a little bit of romaine back there that I need to chop up. This is our already chopped up romaine lettuce. So just for salads, I do have a tomato in here, and then I have some avocados and some mini peppers that will just be for like lunches, snacking, things like that. And here I have some tofu for like tofu scrambles, and then some lunch meat for Kyle's lunches. And then over in here, I just have like veggies that we'll end up cooking for dinner. And then coming down to, I would call this kind of like the kids area of the fridge, but I do have some things that I use. So I have like all my lemons in here and the butter. This is just like something that's worked well for me, so I didn't really change that up at all. In here, I wanted to put like all our berries. We don't usually have this many, but they were on a super sale for like $1 a carton at our store. So I grabbed a ton because everybody loves these. So I just want to put like some grab and go foods for the kids. Obviously they will still need some help with this hummus, but this is something that they have all the time for a snack, so like carrots and hummus. Back here I just have some hemp hearts that we like to put in smoothies. This drawer is probably like the mostly used drawer from the kids. So I have all of our oranges in here, and it's just anytime you can divide things, I think it just ends up really nice and easier to see what you have. So we have green apples and then some red apples. And then down here are just some of like our bulkier veggies that I will end up cooking. And I kind of talked about this bag earlier, but this is really nice and it really does make a big difference, I've noticed. And then I just have like some broccoli and cabbage. So that is how our fridge turned out, and it is so much nicer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this cook and clean with me. It was a lot of fun to film this. I hope this gave you all of the cleaning motivation that you needed, and I really needed to go through my fridge, so I hope that also gave you some motivation to go ahead and tackle your fridge if that is something that's on your list. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you are not already, and also head on over to Instagram and follow me over there, and I will see you guys in my next one.